Gonna break it down, break it down, break it down. Gonna break it down, break it down, break it down. Ooh,
Get myself together.
Just so y'all know, we hot. I count us in though. So, oh man,
Know somebody.
she's a beauty. We need to start doing this shit for B-roll. We need to use this for B-roll. We need to do some fucking bloopers.
We do. I'm sure we have plenty.
Yeah, when we be talking, shit.
Maybe we should. I don't know. We probably Daryl should probably pull some clips together from episodes as a B-roll.
I got Adobe Premiere too, so I can do that shit. I just don't be doing it. My bad, y'all. I got Adobe Premiere Rush, Adobe Premiere. I got all that shit.
Oh, you pay for that?
Yeah, you know, you can buy the suite or whatever, like, and pay for it monthly or whatever.
You cold wanna be with me?
We're gonna go live in 3, 2, and what up, commentarians? We are back.
She's a beauty. Take good care of me.
Somebody asked that Alan that be singing. I said, hell no, it's Rashad.
Can you woo woo woo?
I'm gonna have to start getting my voice in. I'm gonna take some vocal lessons so we can get it cracking. Shout out to SOLC. As you can see, we at the crib today. We're not at Kazi, but shout out to Kazi Society. Jamie, what's happening? I don't even know where we left off last time. We've done so much in the past week. Have we even had a chance to address everything that our accomplishments and whatnot over the past week or so? I don't think we have, right?
No, because we didn't find out until that day off air.
So, I guess shout out to Deluxe Magazine. So if you ever check out deluxemag.com, for the year of 2020, we at Commentary got awarded the best podcast recognition. So shout out to the entire staff over there. Shout out to Keith Griffin II. You got to say the second, or he gonna be like, "Yeah, dog." Got to say the second. We did. I wasn't expecting it. I'll be real.
Yeah.
But that was major. So we appreciate that. St. Louis and wherever you're listening from, we appreciate you all as well. Feel free to hit us up, commentary show at gmail.com. Facebook discussion group, commentary Facebook discussion group, Instagram commentary.podcast. We have, go ahead.
I just want to let people know, because they were asking from the last show. We are going to upload the clip of Alan pretending to catch the shrimp. So that will be up, so you all can, by the time you all listen to this episode, it will be up.
I'll put it up today.
Over to the IG, to commentary.podcast on Instagram. I'm going to gift that to our listeners, because without them, we wouldn't be, best in show for 2020 for podcast. So that is my gift to our listeners, to our commentary.
Yeah, that was hilarious, man.
Bro, I was kind of scared. I was like, is this gonna go left with the people? Because Shy was in there. He had the whole shenanigans going down.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought about that. Like, that it's a hot topic right now. So I'm like, I hope we didn't offend.
Yeah. No, there was none.
Okay.
Yeah. We had the chance to guest feature on a couple of things, and we actually had some guests. I won't go too far into those, but we did get a chance to interview Miss Marshall. I'm sorry.
Yes, Lee.
Yeah, Lee. Of Accedience Counseling out of Dallas, Texas. We discussed domestic violence, which we told you all that was coming. Shaw didn't make it, but he was gigging, so
had to work extra hours.
Right. Yeah, we need some sponsors, so we ain't nobody got to go to work.
Right. I would love that.
What's happening with y'all? Is everybody good? Talk about it. How was the week? There was a lot in gossip this week.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely. It was a lot to indulge. I try not to indulge in a lot of gossip. But it was a lot going on this week. I was like, damn, let me see what's popping.
Yeah. Well, first, it's Sunday, and we should not be cleaning up to Anita Baker because Anita Baker has requested that we do not stream or purchase her music because she is in a fight for her masters currently.
Right.
That seems to be the story with a lot of artists.
Oh yeah.
So you would think that, you know, the older generation of artists, no matter where they come from, I guess the game is just not being passed down, or maybe, I don't know. I've worked in that industry and I know how it goes in most cases. So,
So I
pardon
don't know
me.
streaming works as far as like who gets paid when you stream certain songs. So if I've already downloaded the album off of Apple Music, right? Can I still listen to it, or does that mean it's being streamed?
That's a great question that I don't necessarily know the answer to.
Right.
I do know that artists are paid per stream, but I'm not sure how that works in correlation to actually downloading the music. I
Okay.
don't know if it's like a flat rate or if it's like a kind of a prorated kind of, you know, sloping streaming rate. Um, a lot of people don't really know that artists don't get paid a lot on streams. They get a good artist, and I'm not talking about Drake level. I'm talking about like a mid-level artist. At
Right.
most, might be making 4 to 6 cents per stream, and that's highballing, really.
Mm.
So, you know, when you start talking about artists like Drake, where they're like literally getting it in and getting hundreds of millions of streams per day, you know, that's
Right.
how you get those things to add up. But just on a surface level, you know, like who can I use real quick? Trey Songz is probably getting like maybe 4 to 6 cents per stream, and all that stuff is in your contract as well. So you got to pay a lot of people, and you have to pay the hosting site and all kind of stuff. So, you know, these artists, they literally get paid last, you know.
Right. So on
Mm.
their masters, it's a little bit different because I know at one point, like none of Prince's music was on any type of streaming services, but I
Right.
think he owned all of his masters, and then a lot of his stuff didn't become available until after he died on like the streaming platform. So
That's right.
I guess they maybe have to pay them up front for their music or something like that if they own the masters. I don't know.
I mean,
It's
when
a
you
lot.
own, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I just said it's a lot.
When you own your masters, you're essentially in control of so you own the equity, so you can determine your price, right? There's nobody else that can help you determine your price. So that's why you're seeing nowadays where artists are like dropping exclusively on Spotify or Apple or Tidal because they're cutting exclusive deals for, you know, we'll start it for this rate and then I get this per, you know, so they're not going through the record labels anymore because they can just negotiate their own, you know, worth essentially. Mark my words, I'm saying this here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in the next 2 to 3 years, Drake is going to have the craziest exclusive deal with one of these platforms. I promise you that. I said it first, so I don't want nobody but man. It's going to be crazy. Like Drake is going to get a crazy deal.
But it seems like things are lining up for him for that though. So I
Yeah,
can see why you say that. I can
yeah,
see why you say that. And he's probably, be it me being a fan or not being a fan, he's probably one of the most, if not the most prominent name right now. For some weird reason, dealing with streams and all this shit, which is, I don't know. But I think you're right, AI. My little 2 cents.
yeah. I got more slaps than the Beatles is real. So
Man.
uh, I went way off into that. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I love music, man.
Anything dealing with you're gonna go way damn left.
Yeah. Speaking of music, gossip, Quavo and Saweetie have called it quits. Um, I personally want to say I think we saw this coming.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are like, no, I was rooting for them. And I'm like, yeah.
We root for a lot of people.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is we aren't in the relationship. We don't know, we really don't know what happened. So, you know, we can't speak to that, but like we root for a lot of people, but you know, saying that these people are goals, why? They're human.
Preach.
Because of the Bentley that got taken.
Or what was it? The Birkin bag? Is that the Birkin bag situation?
It was.
Ah.
Sweetie with the Birkin. Absolutely. So you getting Birkin bags and disrespect. That's what's up.
Man.
Right.
Yeah. Bentley got repo. He sent it. He took it back.
Oh.
He went public about the breakup, and then he kind of made a rebuttal. She told him to simply take her and her drink. And then now the Bentley was leased, is what they're saying. So it was a lease. It wasn't his or hers to begin with. So he went ahead and paid the fee to have the lease in early, and they went and got that car.
Smart move.
You agree with the Bentley being taken?
Yeah, you agree, Rashad?
I agree with the Bentley being leased.
Oh, okay.
Because and the reason I say that is for stupid shit that happens like that. Oh, okay, baby, I bought you this Bentley and wasted a gang of money on your ass. But since it's not working, let me go ahead and close this out. Because see, if you bought the Bentley then if you were being, supremely toxic, then you gotta go fuck that. You gotta go fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? So in a toxic state, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all for that. Lease cars when you be tricking and buying cars for people. Lease them.
I think she kind of hinted to infidelities last year in a tweet when like there were rumors floating, and she tweeted, y'all know I don't play that. She said, Quavo, y'all know Quavo know I don't play that, blah 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 something. So I think we kind of knew that there, and this was last year. So, but
who cheated on who though? Like I guess I'm confused. Like
according to her tweets, she said that she's dealt with a lot of disrespect on the back end behind the scenes. So when you say disrespect in this day and age, are you talking about being called a bitch or being called out your name, or are you talking about infidelity? I think, yeah. So I'm gonna go with more of the infidelity side than anything. That she dealt with a lot of disrespect behind closed doors.
Okay. So
did you think Kevin Samuels would say that Sweetie is a high value woman? Do you think Kevin Samuels would say she's a high value woman or no?
He would probably say she's an 8 at best.
8 at best.
That's.
I thought you didn't get. You could get an 8 or a 7. Which one?
You can't get a 7.
You can't get a 7.
Yeah, can't get a 7.
So I think him. He wouldn't give her her flowers.
Yeah, Sweetie's a little cutie, man.
She is. I don't know. Is she a singer?
Yeah. What does she do?
She's an artist from the Bay. Her dad, if I'm not mistaken, was in the industry in some capacity. But I'm not sure what I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do my research on that. But I believe that her dad was in the industry in some capacity, and that's kind of how she made her way in. Too Short actually vouched for her, which is how she got in. So
what's her beach?
Yeah. The big question is Quavo going to keep the nudes?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of y'all.
I think he is.
I'm sick of it.
You know who I'm sick of though, for real?
Who was that?
Derrick Jaxn.
Yes, let's get into it.
I'm gonna let you run it.
Yeah, I want to hear what Harlem got. I'm a fan. Go ahead, Harlem. I'm a fan of Harlem's, not Dexter. Let's go.
Dexter Jackson.
You know, with a name, he a black man like us, but with a name like Dexter Jaxn, you know it's some bullshit tied to that name. Come on, Dexter Jaxn.
Jaxn, right?
Jaxn.
Well, here's the black men don't cheat. That's the brand that he's come up with. That's the brand that Charlemagne promotes all the time, right? Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. First of all, he got caught cheating before the Black men don't cheat brand was a thing, if I'm not mistaken. Then he got, and now, how would you like it if both our names had Jackson on the end, blah, 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 blah. But now he's been exposed.
I wonder if that Chris Brown line come from that.
That's a good.
You know what I'm talking about, Harlem?
Which one?
I don't wanna play no games. Fuck around, give you my last name. That one.
Oh my God.
Why did he sing it though?
Yeah, I just love singing.
Yeah,
I want to sing. But sorry, go ahead, Harlem. I'm sorry.
No, like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm surprised though, because it's always the ones who are so open and vocal about Black men don't cheat and queen this and giving all of the relationship advice to women that typically end up being the cheaters. So his side chick has literally exposed him, not just on the level of you're a cheater. She was able to describe what the fuck their bed looked like.
Ooh, I don't understand that. Why dudes do dirt in the house? Like that's
what?
That's ultimate disrespect.
That's
cheating in the house.
Filthy, dog.
Like it's
filthy.
It's one thing. I'm not gonna say it's one thing, but it's bad that you're out here doing that if that's not the agreement between you and your spouse. But then in the crib, bro, like, man, yo, that's deep.
What the hell is going on in my home? What didn't? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in a musical mode.
Number one, and that's why I say you have to do your due diligence, Jesus, on these gurus and these relationship experts and all of these social media fake deep ass people, because they out here giving you information and they're not following it themselves. But this man, he specifically targets talking to Black women, but he got a white baby mama.
So I did look that up. That hasn't been confirmed.
Oh,
I did look it up, but
he looked like one.
I agree. I dug and dug for it too, and it hasn't been confirmed. So actually, here's one of the stories I just pulled up. This is from Lipstick Alley, and everybody's asking, where's Derrick Jaxn's invisible baby mama? So he has replied with a picture of his wife, saying that the only baby mama I have is my wife.
We don't believe it.
But then there's other people saying that he does have another child somewhere. So, I mean, he would know his business better than others, but he would also lie, I feel. So I don't know.
Well, and then here's the thing too. So the he cheated with, okay, Black men don't cheat. Black men love Black women. She's not Black. She's Dominican and Portuguese.
How? So I got a question. I don't want to take this too far. Is the one drop that don't count no more? Or is she like?
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Yeah,
I'm being for real. I'm like dead ass. Because I feel like.
So what do we consider? Where is the Black here? The Dominican?
I'm just asking. I don't know where the.
I think it depends. I think it depends. When you have this Black women queens and all of this type of thing, if you're going to cheat on me, I would expect you to go get a real African queen.
I'm with you. I get it from that standpoint for sure.
He's very sisters and this and that. Okay, sir. You're a fucking cheater. You're a cheater. Yeah.
Black men still don't cheat.
But that's something not be popular at all.
You sounded like computer love, bro.
But I bet you. Oh, am I cutting out? Can you hear me?
You sounded like computer love.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking you can't hear me, but you saying I sound like computer.
No, we can't hear you, bro. Look, for y'all that don't, that's a little inside jokey joke. We'll let y'all know about it soon. Trust me.
I tell people all the time, when we have these little inside jokes, all of our stuff eventually comes full circle, and our comments are very intelligent people. So it'll all make sense to them once, yeah. So
Can you hear me now?
You still sound like Computer Love, bro.
All right.
kind of like Zapp and Roger.
Right? California love. Shake it, baby.
Y'all hilarious, man. Can you hear me now?
You a little better, man. It still sound a little garbled, bro. But we gonna work with it. We gonna commentary.
Okay.
The art of podcasting from home.
Right.
Right.
The fun Rashad internet.
Okay.
Right.
This is why we go to Casa.
Exactly.
But no, the brother told the young lady, which a lot of married men do this, I'm separated. I'm getting a divorce.
I cannot with y'all today.
I'm separated. I don't live with my wife no more. She moved on.
My wife lived with me.
Damn.
Okay. After he done flew her out. But this is where women have to hold accountability. We are smarter than that. Where is the research? Where is the due diligence of checking the facts? You didn't want, you just wanted some penis. Now look,
gotta be smarter than that.
Now you want to do an expose. Be accountable. Be fucking accountable. You didn't get hoodwinked. You didn't get bamboozled. You believe bullshit. Because just like we got the internet and we can look up these things, how do you not know that these people are married? He all on the internet talking about black men don't cheat. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Ain't no such thing as a blindsided side chick anymore.
I know a girl that a woman, pardon me, that found out her boyfriend was getting married via Facebook. They were in a long distance relationship, and he posted pictures from his rehearsal dinner.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
But and I get that part. But how do you hide a wife?
Damn.
I don't know.
This day and age of technology where social media is king, how do you hide an entire wife? You can't do that shit no more. MySpace days, yes. Early Facebook days, maybe. When it was for college students only. You can't hide a whole wife.
I'm not hiding my wife from the world. I'm hiding the world from my wife.
The world, look, Alan. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not shocked, but I am shocked at the audacity. It's like the shit must be on sale.
I think that Derrick Jaxn, I've never really followed the brother, and I do get thoroughly entertained from his videos. I think Derrick Jaxn is just a lot of overkill. Like, it's cool, if that's the lifestyle you subscribe to, but do be off the chain. Like, there's no way that I can fly my wife out 6 days a week. Like, that doesn't make sense. And because I don't do that, I don't love her and she's not my queen. Like, come on, bro. Like, you have to stop this. For those of you that do follow dude, I hope that you all realize that Derrick Jaxn is the Walmart version of Steve Harvey.
And it now it makes sense because he only does videos from his car.
He does.
Because you can't be in the house in front of your wife lying like that, selling that bullshit that you be selling. So he has to do it from the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. It makes sense now. It makes sense.
I've always wondered that too, but that makes perfect sense now you said it, because he's always sitting in with the panoramic sunroof over top.
Before he goes inside.
Yeah. But his wife got to see the videos though, right? Like she has to know who her guy is. I'm sure. But after the fact, then you can have the conversation with me. If I'm sitting next to you and you lying,
I'm gonna tell you on video. Now, why you lying? Well, fucking lying. Like, you know, it, but okay. But this is people's king.
Yeah, this
Relationship guru and expert.
You know who really loses in these situations? Damn, where'd Shy go?
You know what? This is why we go down to Kazi. Okay. This is a blooper right here. This is a be real right here. This is a moment where we can show that we are real intellectual Black conversation. We are real people dealing with real connections.
No, he's not in the waiting room. So when he comes back to the waiting room, I'll let him in. I don't see it. Right?
Yeah.
But you know who really loses in these situations?
The people who follow the BS?
No. Future. Okay. Future really loses in these situations because the memes.
Explain this to me.
So, you know, Future's like the poster child of all fuck nigga shit.
Absolutely.
And I feel like we don't give Future a real chance. I really
Why?
do. We don't. Future might be a nice guy, okay? He might be a nice guy, and we just anything fuck shit goes to him, you know. So the Quavo, he broke up. They posted the picture of him and Future in the studio, and I posted the little pic. It was funny to me where it's like, all right, now here's send tweet. Like I fell out because I was like, bruh, this is absolutely hilarious. All right, Shaw's coming back. Shaw's coming back. Here we go. There we go. Welcome back, Rashad. Oh, wait. He's connecting. He can't hear me.
Yo.
Welcome back, brother.
Computer love is back.
Yeah. Nevadius, aka Future, he really gets the short end of the stick when any fuck shit goes down. You think so? Future might be a nice guy.
But I will say, now I will say this though. Future probably prepares women for their forever love, right? That's kind of how I feel. I feel like he prepares them for the person that they're supposed to be with. You know, look at Ciara. She moved on. She wasn't specific in her manifestation when she got Future, right? You got to be specific because the universe has a sense of humor. So she wasn't very specific. But then when she left Future, she probably got very specific in her list. Like, all right, God, listen, I see you being funny. And then she ended up with Russell Wilson. Look at Lori Harvey. We know she for the streets. She wasn't very specific. She was, you know, her list of manifestations. Okay, I'm tapping into my inner B. Simone here. You have to be very specific in your list. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Then when she got done with Future, I don't want that no more. And she got specific. And I don't know who she ended up between Future and Michael B. Jordan. But, you know, now she's with Michael B. She was specific in her list.
I'm going to give Future the benefit of the doubt. Future, if you're listening, I'm going to give you the benefit. You my guy, okay? The next person that Future's probably going to be talking to, though, is Gary Owen.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight before we move forward. So Future is pretty much the future.
Fighting.
Future is the future.
Future is your future. Set you up for your future. That's what Harlem said.
That's how
I can dig that. That's
Rashad, are you saving on your light bill?
I don't know what's going on. It's just not, you know. I don't know.
We down account to buy you a ring light.
Bruh.
I know. I just like being in the dark. When I talk to you niggas,
all we see is Brooklyn.
You don't. That's what you need to see. Hey,
again,
this is my future where I'm moving to get away from y'all.
I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. This is why we go down to Casa.
I think this is pretty cool. Who is playing the news? This is like the blooper show. I like it.
This is. Hey, we sorry, y'all. This is.
Who
I don't
is
know
that?
what's going on today. That was not me. My phone is off,
Dude, and that ain't me.
bro. Nobody else is in here. I got the waiting room closed. Like nobody else is in.
It's
Hey,
the,
man.
it's the curse of Dexter.
Listen, we gonna talk about Gary Owen and get the hell up out of here because
Too
we
much
I'm
commentary.
having so much fun. This is fun.
I'm sorry, man. We
This
this
is
show is
super show.
You know what?
this is not structured or anything.
This is
But
why we
that's
gonna
this is the
we
best.
just say what time. This is absolutely why.
Hey, listen,
we do.
commentary.
You know why this happened, AI and
Why?
Harlem? Because of that computer love joke y'all cracked, which is so hilarious, and I can't wait until people understand what it is. But that's when this shit started happening.
Yeah. It
It's a curse. It's the
See,
iceberg.
let me tell you, man.
we gonna hit Gary Owen real quick and we getting the hell up out of here.
Oh, give the people more. They want to know. Hey, Rashad, is your electric on? It is. Conveniently. Harlem, we want to know how you feel about shit. And AI, we want you to play that shit you're playing in the background.
Very Owens. And this was the day that we decided to just kind of, because the domestic violence show was a little bit heavy.
It was heavy.
Oh
yeah.
man.
It was tough. Rashad, you missed it.
Mhm.
So I feel like this is the show that we kind of give people a little bit of just some little gossip, because we try not to gossip on this show or touch too much on gossip, but this is just some easy breezy bullshit for the people.
It is.
Hey, Harlem, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Would you like me to turn my light on? For you, I'll turn my light on.
Absolutely. I would love
Turn it on for the people, bro.
God
your-
damn it, that's $2.17 of electricity. Hold on.
cut the light on. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, go ahead, Alan. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hit this real quick. So Gary Owen's wife of 18 years has filed for divorce.
And this is the comedian that's married to the black lady, so he constantly makes jokes and comments about being married to a black girl.
To a black woman, yeah. Allegedly, the divorce was filed in Los Angeles County upon his wife, Kenya Duke, allegations of infidelity.
White men cheat too. Okay, all right.
This show ain't
Narrow
shit.
down the
I swear to
dating
God. This show ain't shit.
Oh my goodness. So
Strong black men don't cheat. I can't speak for white people though.
I just I don't know. And this is according to Gossip of the City that there were infidelities happening. I've only been on that blog a couple of times, but B, you said it's really reputable, right? So
she's very reputable. A lot of her information ends up on like like they talk about her on like Real Housewives, TMZ even talks about her. Now why was she called? Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yep. So I would, but I think it takes a lot. I don't know. Like in this day and age, after being married for so long, because they've been married for a long time, it's like, was it continued infidelities? Was it one time and it's just like, I'm out of here? Like, I would think after you vested so much into a relationship, when do you feel like, okay, it's salvageable? You know what I'm saying? Like they've been married a very long time. And if it's like one instance of an infidelity, because to me personally, infidelity is not a deal breaker in a relationship, even in a marriage. But that's another topic for another show. Monogamy is not natural. But after you've been married for so long, like I would want to know, like, what is the final straw? We're gonna have to get some married people on this show.
We can get Tori and Terry.
Yeah, salute to you.
I don't feel like my marriage counted. I feel like that one don't count. So I want to know like what healthy marriages look like, what's deal breakers in other people's marriages that have been married for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a good question.
So
I think-
question
go ahead.
for you. And you said as far as like, monogamy not being natural, which is that's a very interesting statement. Do you think, and this is just a quick question about marriage, because I ain't never been married, so I can't answer.
Me either.
Hey, bro.
But like if people are assumption, I guess. If people are married, should they get like hall passes or you get that one free?
Well, this is how I feel on the topic, right? And it's funny that you mentioned hall passes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you know your spouse and you all have a very open line of communication, you all share, your partner really should be like a best friend to you, right? So when you say hall pass, that's me saying, all right, bet you go out, you do your thing, you come back home. No, I think it should be a conversation that you have with your person, like, because I think when you say a hall pass, a lot of people become insecure with, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Why are you attracted to this other person? And I think the reality of it is a man can go out, he could see something nice that he might possibly just want to fuck. And then go on about his business. He may never want to speak to her again. It doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have an attraction to his wife or his forever partner anymore. He just is a man. Because new vagina eventually becomes old vagina, and it becomes familiar vagina. New dick becomes old dick. Them tricks sometimes get a little bit old, and you just want to go out and you want to explore other things. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't want to still be in your committed relationship. So I don't necessarily agree with giving a hall pass. I agree with open communication, those boundaries being set, and the level of respect enough to be able to have an adult and mature conversation with your partner.
So with all that,
because it's not the infidelity that women can't get over. It's the lies and the deceit. You lied.
So let me ask you a question.
That's the lies are the problem.
And I respect what you said. Let me ask you a question. Why do people cheat on tests?
What?
I feel like this
I'm serious. If somebody was taking a test, I respect how you feel. I may not agree, but I do respect how you feel. But people cheat on tests because they're not prepared, correct?
Or to get a better grade. So yeah, unpreparedness.
Or whatever, right? So I ain't never been married, so I'll never be like I can speak as a married person. But just in relationships and shit, sometimes things do, they do get old. I can show you, I've met people who were married and let them tell it now. That's their business. They can only tell me what they tell me. And it was never any infidelity. On the other end, it's a husband and wife and they fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then they still manage to be with one another. I think it's different strokes for different folks. Me personally, the way that I've been told about marriage and I've heard about it in my life is that it's not just a thing where it's just like we together forever, we fuck and we get tired of fucking each other, but it being an institution, you know what I'm saying? A foundation that involves children, family, building families, all this other stuff. My thing is this. I've been cheated on before. Swear to God, I've never cheated. Have I been the most technical motherfucker in a relationship? Have I got on people's nerves? Hell yeah. Never cheated. I think it's stupid. I don't believe in it. If I want some new pussy and I'm fucking with you and I want some new pussy, hey, I'm cool on you. Go do you. I'm finna go over here. Well, men do say, hold on, time out. Men do, right. I mean, with marriage or whatever, but men do say this too. They be like, you know what's better than pussy? New pussy. But my mentality is, depending on how you got the old pussy, the new pussy, or whatever, pussy is a liability if you playing stupid games to win stupid prizes. So when people I feel you when you saying like, if it's the guy or the girl, and it's that conversation like, look, what we got going on is kind of old or whatever. I gotta admit, I'm checking for this person, I'm this, that, and the third. And if it's something that I agree with you, Harlem, like, if it's the conversation and not no sneaky shit, you know what I'm saying? then much due respect if a person's like, okay, let's still be together, but I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go over here, and you get your polygamy or polyandry or whatever on. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I always just felt if I'm finna get this person some attention, you're gonna lose attention. So we probably finna go ahead and nix the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. It's men that have a problem with the emotional aspect of infidelity.
Oh, elaborate. I disagree with that.
Women cheat in different ways than just physical, right? Of course, men have a problem with their women getting slammed. We know that because women get penetrated, right? Okay, fine, whatever.
Right.
But a lot of women are mental.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're gonna go out and cheat, not all the time, but a lot of times, we've already cheated with this person mentally. We've already emotionally gained a connection with this person. Sometimes for financial gain only. I might just be hanging out, kicking it with you because you got a lot of money. Or, you know, let me clarify. I'm not just talking about me. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me before I get called a gold digger this week.
Yeah, your boy was gonna.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, of course. He can't wait. But a lot of women do absolutely cheat financially for a financial gain, for the gifts and the things that they're being bought, or, you know, if they're being taken care of where their partner may lack. So I think the true honesty of it all is that you have to know your partner. You have to know the type of relationship that you're in order for you to be able to cultivate your own rules, your own space. It's society that tells us if somebody cheat on you, you better leave. Well, grandma was getting cheated on for many years, and she knew about Miss Pearl down the block. They got the little son that looked just like her kids. So
Miss Pearl.
You know, it all depends on your relationship dynamic. I'm not saying that it's for everybody. The way I now look at relationships is much than how I used to. But again, I've never been married, so I can't speak for married people.
You got to stop this,
my nigga. What you think, AI? Because I know we.
Let me rephrase. Okay, I've never had a husband, and I've never been a wife. Okay, I've been married. I've never been a wife. I never had a husband. Jeez, Alan.
I didn't say nothing. I just said you got to stop it. I'm gonna actually forego this question. I think. I'm gonna forego this one.
Leave it alone.
Yeah,
but much respect, man. And like everybody has, you know, how they feel, their perspective. You know, Harlem. When you speak about marriage, I ain't never been married, and that's one thing I don't like is when people speak about shit they've never been in. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't talk about marriage, but I just know the difference between grown ass boys and grown men. You know what I'm saying?
It took me a long time to like view marriage differently, and I think had I gone into it with a different mindset, I may have actually remained married. Maybe, I don't know, but my mindset actually started to shift when I started reading and taking information from a therapist named Esther Perel. Her ideas of marriage and infidelity is extremely different from what society tells us that it should look like. But I'm also a very much like I'm a Nola darling. And if you got the hat on, Rashad, so you should get the reference.
I know she's gotta have it.
So I just think people should do what's best for them in their relationships. But again, I would love to know when people who have been married for a very, very long time decide to call it quits because of infidelity. Was it continued? Was it the break? Like, what really was it that led you to say, fuck it? After 20 years, you cheated, fuck it, I'm gone.
Well, one thing that men, like I said, speaking from a man aspect and not a grown-ass boy aspect, one thing that men do talk about with each other and dealing with infidelity and cheating and stuff like that when it comes to a woman stepping out on you, I used to hear elders always say, like, if that woman got to the point that she fucking with another dude or attracted to another dude or whatever, like, you know, and I've heard actually like real pimps say this, you fucked up as the man to get it to the point that that woman can give, you know, and this is a generalization, so I know there's an exception to everything, but the generalization is that the woman, you know, being internal, like you said, being penetrated, being an internal, you know, being, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she's mentally conceptualizing being intimate and not just sexually, like you said, it could be, what would it be like to be with this man as his woman? What it would be like to get, you know, their dick. What would it be like to, you know, start a foundation? And but seriously, like men do talk about that. Like you slipping if it gets to that point. And me personally, I'm like, if a sister has already gone that far, and I agree with you on that, Juan, like if she's going that far, that it's mental. If she had already made the next 10 moves and the brother is none the wiser, you
absolutely
to reconstruct that,
woman can be
you
with
gotta sit down
for many years. Okay. Now I'm speaking very from matter of factly. Okay.
Go ahead, yeah.
A woman can spend a very long time having a connection to a man, be it mentally, emotionally, and sexually, and never want to actually be in a relationship with him, and still be in a relationship with somebody else and be fully committed to her true relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody want to talk about that. We want to put hat on it. We want to put this hat on it that, oh, then you should go be with that person, or she's a hoe, or whatever the case may be. That's fine. You can call it what you want to call it. But a woman can literally compartmentalize the two relationships. Like, I know I can't be with this man, but the dick is good. He gets me. He understands me, but we cannot be together. So I'm going to commit myself to this relationship, this marriage, whatever, but I'm going to keep this over here. Another man wouldn't be able to accept that and fully understand why and be like, all right, cool. Because we're too immature.
I don't agree with that fully.
We're immature.
Kick it, AI.
I just think personally that most issues in relationships, probably 90% or more, all those issues come back to communication, right? Like, just why didn't you communicate things with me? Like, you can communicate things, but if I'm not interpreting what you're saying, or if it's not, you know, the way you want to be communicated with or to, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it comes down to like finance, right? If I know I'm going to be in a different financial situation, and I communicate that with you, and then it's like, okay, that's cool, but then now we have to get through the actual hardship of a financial situation, right? If I'm telling you, or you're telling me, like, I need this from you, like I'm starting to get to the end of my rope and I'm hearing you, but I'm not listening, then, you know, that I think it all comes down to that. So when you start talking, for me personally, over just the years, my interpretation of relationships as a whole is completely different from 10 years ago, which it should be, right? But I think even more so, I'm less entwined with society and their wants and needs and necessity of me. And I just believe in doing what works for me, period. Like, you know, and if my mate is on board with that, and I'm not even saying like, oh, I want an open relationship. I'm just simply saying, like, there has to be communication, like you said, B. There has to be communication for us to establish, like, this is what we gonna do. Or if this situation does happen, that don't have to end us. Or if this does happen, you know, like, what got you to that point? Now, I may rock with that, I may not. It just depends. But I think that the ultimate thing is just that communication.
Communication is key. The funny thing is with relationships, the root word, I feel like I'm about to put on some shea butter when I say this shit. The root word is relate. The root word of relationships, relate. Do you motherfuckers still relate? Period. Have things changed? I agree with Harlem too. The main thing I agree with Harlem with is communication. If you're not communicating, that leaves ground for all kind of shit to happen, period. You know, but the key word is relate. You know, like if we're not relating anymore, then we got to start being honest about this and get out of this whole, I'm accustomed to the pussy, I'm accustomed to the dick, I'm accustomed to AT&T, Uverse, or whatever motherfuckers use. I'm accustomed to staying with your ass because I don't want to pay no bill. Whatever it is, you got to switch it up. Another thing is, one conversation I don't hear, well, you do hear about it, but it's usually after the fact, is when a woman or a man does cheat with somebody, it's always assumed that this motherfucker you cheating with is cool with your situation. And that's not always the case. And I know that's a whole nother show about who you cheat with and what they desire or what they don't desire. Also, there are people who tell you, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm digging you on this, this, and that. This is where I'm at. Sometimes we have to stop making motherfuckers the idea in our head and really listen to that sister or brother saying who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real quick before we go, it was a sister. I've been cheated on 3 times and I forgave the shit. Main reason I would get cheated on is I was a piss cutter. I wouldn't cheat, but I get on your motherfucking nerves, as I would. But the one I asked the one sister years later, I said, why you cheat on me? She was just like, you were just so aloof. You weren't emotionally there. You know what I'm saying? So the platonic nigga got a chance to get the buzzer. But then she was hit me with that shit like, but you know, now that I've grown and I look at things different, Rashad, I miss you. You think we could get back together? I was like, you know, no, bitch, you cheated on me. Okay.
So cheating is your deal breaker.
Miscommunication, no longer have a connection is a deal breaker. I've been cheated on when I was younger. But my thing is, if you already cheating in your head, we're done. We're done. If you feel you need to go over here from here, then I'm a person, put your full intent, your full intention, keep it over here. Or go or take it where you're taking it. And let's just stop it. Nah, I don't do that.
Okay.
I respect it too. If a sister like, all right, a sister's like, hey, you know, Rashad, what we had was real. You know, the last relationship I was in, the breakup, she just left. And I respected that shit. Cause she said, Rashad, I want to get married. I want to do this. I want to do that. I was like, sister, that connection is not there with us, to me. And she didn't say bye-bye or anything. That motherfucker just left.
He said bye-bye.
And I respect that. Put your foot, don't start this fantasy or whatever it is you truly want to desire with somebody else and keep me in the wing. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm like you, Harlem. And I say this, you my sister, I'm like you. If you communicate your truth, you're allowing me to assess how I would feel about your truth. And you're not blindsiding me.
Absolutely. Leave it to fucking Rashad to get us deep.
No, y'all niggas, y'all, I'm sorry, Harlem.
He called us niggas again.
Again,
That's 2 times, bro.
I love y'all niggas. I'm a nigga.
We wouldn't have too many more niggas, okay?
I'm sorry. Hey,
We know.
when I see
good.
you, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Away.
Can I give you a hug when I see you?
Absolutely not. You be at COVID spots.
I do. You be in COVID spots.
Jesus.
You be in COVID destinations, nigga.
Because our showrunner gave us the wrap it up, so I'm not gonna go here with you today.
I'm giving you a hug when I see you, though.
Listen, commentarians, we tried not to go heavy. It was like a really light show, full of bloopers, and then all of a sudden, now we talking relationships and cheating, and communication.
They gonna love this show. They gonna love it. I'm telling you, they gonna love it.
They will. They will. Anything y'all want to say wrapping out?
Nope. We just as we continue to say, we have some really great things in the works that we are working on for our commentarians. We continue to very much appreciate our listeners, the comments, the feedback, the good, the bad, the ugly. We appreciate you all. We have some really, really dope guests coming up very soon. So from the bottom of my heart, from the antagonist of the commentary crew, I appreciate not only you, Alan, and you, Rashad, but definitely Daryl of the SOLC Network and Matt, but especially the commentarians, for sure. Even Manny.
Yeah, no, shout out to y'all. I appreciate you all. This wouldn't be what it is without the 2 of you. So for sure on that. I thought about it. I actually have some emails, but I'll hit those next episodes. And I got a couple of like cool ones.
And we want to hear from the commentarians too, what they want to hear us talk about. You know, definitely for sure, let us know because we do this for them. So
yay.
I get some parting words. I don't get no.
You get parting word? Why not? Come on.
No, he don't.
Oh, he don't. Okay.
5 minutes.
Hey, the boss said you don't, bro.
Okay.
Say bye, Rashad. They can find you.
In my recollection, anyway. No, but seriously, I love you, Harlem. I love you, AI. I love SOLC. I love Kazi.
Yes.
this is definitely, I love this podcast, man, because it's truly, if we didn't have a mic on, we might be cursing a little bit more, but this is how we talk to each other. We all have a history. We have a friendship. So it's like a friendship podcast.
Absolutely. And we all got on
You
this
said
show.
we all got kids?
Next.
Oh, anyway. Relationships, I just want to say this real quick, under 20 seconds. Before anything, love yourself the way you want to be loved. A lot of us be making damn decisions based off of not even loving our damn selves. Love yourself how you want to be loved, and you will attract that shit. Rashadism, everything. Shea butter nigga, and I'm out.
They gonna be like, girl, he is so deep. We gone, y'all.
Is a puddle.
Rashad Jackson, baby.
Peace. Uh-oh,
You
man. Sorry, we
gonna-
still
We still here?